The ATP has found itself in hot water after fans noticed a big problem with the official 2025 Nitto ATP Finals photoshoot. Yes, Novak Djokovic was missing. Even though the annual photoshoot in Turin is one of the most popular pre-tournament moments, where the 8 best players of the season pose together before the final action begins. However, this year's shoot caused confusion and online backlash rather than excitement. The actual photo shoot was gorgeous. With laser beams, glowing blue lights, and the renowned ATP Finals trophy in the center, it was held in Turin at night. The trophy represented the prize that each player had battled for throughout the year. It was a tall silver cup with wide handles, sharp edges, and the ATP logo. Everything looked perfect on camera, except for the noticeable absence of some key names. Sure, Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner stole the spotlight with their dark suits and confident smiles. Alongside them were Alexander Zverev, Taylor Fritz, Ben Shelton, and Alex de Minaur, all looking sharp and ready for the big week ahead. It was meant to be a celebration of tennis. But fans quickly began asking the same question: where's Novak? The 24-time Grand Slam champion, who's part of the tournament's Jimmy Connors group, was nowhere to be seen. His absence felt strange, especially since the ATP Finals are supposed to bring all 8 qualified players together. It wasn't only Novak Djokovic who was missing. Felix Auger-Aliassime, or possibly Lorenzo Musetti, depending on the final qualification, was also absent. That added more fuel to the fire, as many felt that every qualified player deserved to be part of this moment. Fans called it unfair and questioned how the ATP could skip someone as iconic as Djokovic from a shoot that represents the season's best. Within minutes of the photos hitting social media, fans voiced their disappointment. Fans fired up, turns out, no Novak Djokovic means no peace. One fan added, "What's the point of all this if you don't even know all the players? Finals should be a celebration of the season's best players, and 2 of them don't even get to enjoy it." Every player who reached this stage worked incredibly hard, but Novak Djokovic's absence is still felt. Because the 2025 season wasn't easy for him. At 38, he faced more physical struggles than before. For example, he retired from his Australian Open semi-final because of a muscle tear. At the Miami Open, an eye issue made things worse, and by the end of the season, fatigue clearly showed. He skipped important tournaments like the Paris Masters after a loss in Shanghai, and fans started worrying if he was running out of steam. Still, Novak Djokovic managed to qualify for the Nitto ATP Finals in Turin. But his participation was uncertain and, of course, not anymore. After reaching the Athens final on Saturday, he had almost no time to recover before the first group match in Turin on Monday. But because of his schedule, he might have missed the ATP Finals official player presentation. One more fan commented, "Deadass, who are half of these people and what are they even doing here?" Another added, "WTF even is this? Half these people don't belong here, lol." But the truth is, every single player earned their place. The 2025 ATP Finals field is stacked with hard-fought qualifiers who battled through the season to make it to Turin. The Jimmy Connors group features Carlos Alcaraz, Novak Djokovic, Taylor Fritz, and Alex de Minaur, while the Bjorn Borg group includes Jannik Sinner, Alexander Zverev, Ben Shelton, and the final qualifier, either Felix Auger-Aliassime or Lorenzo Musetti. Each player reached Turin on merit. Alcaraz became the first to qualify back in July after reaching the Wimbledon semifinals. Sinner followed a month later after locking enough race points. Zverev punched his ticket in October by advancing deep in Vienna, and de Minaur sealed his second straight finals spot soon after at the Paris Masters. Fritz and Shelton joined thanks to consistent runs and late-season surges that pushed them into the top 8. The last spot came down to a tight race between Auger-Aliassime and Musetti. So yes, every name on that list belongs there. Another fan wrote, "It's so sad for either Felix or Lorenzo to work so hard to get there and then miss out on the photo shoots and all that, just because of how the calendar is set up. I'm glad this will stop happening next year when the field is decided during Paris." The Nitto ATP Finals only feature 8 singles players, chosen through the PF ATP race to Turin, a year-long points race covering all results from January to the Paris Masters. By early November 2025, 7 spots were already taken. The final slot remained open, with Felix Auger-Aliassime holding a narrow lead at 3,845 points, while Lorenzo Musetti trailed just behind at 3,735, a difference of only 110 points. The race is that close. One fan side, Novak? I don't even want to watch it anymore. Clearly, a loyal Novak Djokovic supporter, but hey, Novak's still very much in the fight, and knowing him, he's not done yet.